Behind the glittering stage, the flashes of cameras, and the millions of eyes constantly watching, there's a quiet world that only two hearts can understand. It's in that world that Taehyung stands, with a soul full of color but often filled with silence. His smile is warm, his laugh crisp, but beneath them lie feelings that aren't always easy to express. And for some reason, Jungkook has become the only person who can read Taehyung's silent language. Taehyung is the type who loves in a gentle way. He doesn't always express his feelings, but his eyes speak more honestly than words. Every look he directs at Jungkook seems to carry 1,000 meanings. There's admiration, there's trust, and there's a quietly growing hope. It's as if his heart is slowly opening a door, waiting for someone brave enough to enter. Jungkook in his own way is always there. Not with grand promises or poetic words, but through small, consistent actions. He notices when Taehyung is silent longer than usual. He approaches when Taehyung looks tired. Without being asked, Jungkook knew when to embrace, when to tease, and when to simply accompany him in silence. On stage, their closeness seemed like part of the choreography. But to those who paid closer attention, something felt different. The way Jungkook turned to look for Taehyung after finishing his part. The way Taehyung smiled slightly when their eyes met. These brief moments may have seemed insignificant, but they were filled with emotions that were hard to deny. Taehyung began to show his vulnerable side. He no longer completely concealed his anxiety or longing. In several moments, he was seen leaning into Jungkook, as if finding a home in his presence. For Taehyung, opening his heart wasn't easy, but Jungkook made him feel safe. Jungkook responded in his own sincere way. He became a shoulder to lean on, a protector, and an encouragement. Every light touch on the shoulder, every laugh he shared, felt like a silent message. I'm here. Jungkook's love wasn't about possession, but about giving Taehyung space to be himself. There were clips that fans often replayed. A lingering gaze that seemed oblivious to the world around him. The sudden shy smile. Even the moment when Jungkook instinctively pulled Taehyung closer in the crowd. All of it formed pieces of a story that felt too real to ignore. Taehyung seemed to shine even more when he was with Jungkook. His laughter was more free, his expressions more lively. It was as if the weight in his chest had been lifted, replaced by a warm, calming feeling. Jungkook, without realizing it, had filled an empty space that Taehyung might not have even been aware of. For Jungkook, Taehyung was a unique source of comfort. Someone who could both calm and excite him. There was pride in his eyes whenever he saw Taehyung perform. There was a tenderness that only emerged when he was near him. The love grew naturally, without force. Was this just a fan's imagination? Or was there something deeper than friendship? The answer may never be fully revealed. But the emotions they shared felt real, honest, and alive. The story of Taehyung opening his heart and Jungkook filling it with love isn't about labels or recognition. It's about two souls finding each other amidst the hustle and bustle of the world. About a calming presence. About a love that doesn't always have to be expressed. And perhaps that's the greatest beauty of TaeKook. A story that continues to be written through glances, smiles, and togetherness. A story of a heart that dares to open and a love that comes to stay. Purple Heart.